glad you could make it with us, Kevin.
Yeah, me too, man.
Greg, that was interesting race.
Yep.
So I looked. I don't know if you saw it. We did almost go 4 wide there, but we were 3 wide, and yeah, I got hit from behind, caused everybody to stack up, and 12x in a lap. That sucked. I don't know if we'll do that track again though.
It seemed like it should have been fun, but I don't know. After it got spread out, it was a little rough.
Last time I was there, I think. Well, no, I don't know if Kevin was there yet. But last time I was there, it was a blast. Did you, Kevin? Did you run Shut Up and Race with me?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Shut Up and Race was a good league, but they had some issues.
Oh, no, I didn't do that one. No, I didn't do that one.
Okay. That's why I wanted to do it, because I was like, this is a good track. It is fun to do. Thompson Speedway. I mean, if you get the right people, it's a hell of a race. So the big question is, did you guys watch the race this week?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, boy.
You already know my answer to that. And for those that don't, that's a no. I was not home.
Well, first and foremost, covering the race, Cody Ware, good thing he's okay. I mean, that looked really rough there for a minute.
Yeah, scary stuff, man. I hate to see that.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, we're back to talking about the cars again. And not for a good reason.
The tires or the cars?
The cars and the tires. I mean, again, Cody said it's the biggest hit he's ever had, which is a normal complaint.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too critical about these cars because we're still only in our first year. But, I mean, it goes that old adage, what is it? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Redesigning the car is good, but go back to the 15-inch wheel and the thicker tire with the more sidewall in my mind.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not smart enough in tire technology to understand, what's going on. But all I see is leaders blowing right rear tires, and
Yeah.
everybody, not just the leaders, and it's not good racing.
Well, it got so bad that literally even the announcers were like, 35 laps, that's all you're going to get. And then sure enough, I think at 34 laps is when Truex went after they had said that.
Yeah, it's crazy. You remember that race at, Jimmy Johnson won it at Indianapolis a bunch of years ago, and they could only do like 15 or 20 laps, and somebody would pop a tire, and they basically just started throwing competition cautions every 15 laps.
No, when was that?
Oh, you don't? Oh my gosh,
No,
I don't remember what year it was. It was horrendous. It was a horrible race. Nobody could pass. Tires were just being eaten away by that track. They just brought the wrong tire. Completely misjudged Goodyear. Completely misjudged the track. They couldn't do. It was literally cautions every 15 to 20 laps for the entire race. There was no like long stretch where people took it easy and they could. No, tires were just going. So I think at one point they just started like, okay, we'll just throw a caution every 15 laps so people don't wreck. It was nuts.
See,
But we're
okay.
not that bad. But this is getting, every week tires are going, and it's happened before in NASCAR where people lose tires, but not 5, 6 during the race. Different guys.
Well, I've seen too many people talking about, why aren't we going back to Hoosier and yada, 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 yada. I don't think a lot of people remember, and I don't know if you guys do, but like in the early 90s, I think it was. Yes, I'm dating myself there. They had the tire war between like Hoosier, Goodyear, and I believe another company, and everybody wanted to get the cheapest product, the quickest out, and it was causing like injuries. Like the tires wouldn't hold. We don't want to go into that. I think stick with Goodyear, but force Goodyear's hand to do something, which I'm sure they are. But
Well, it looks bad on Goodyear, and I know they try
yeah,
to make a good tire that's going to last. So can you do it like? It doesn't seem like at the beginning of the season we had this much problem with pop tires. It seems like it's relatively like the last maybe 5 or 6 races. It started to. Is it the teams getting more aggressive with the setups, or I don't know?
And that's where we're kind of screwed because, I mean, we've talked about it before, the transparency, which when it comes to setups, okay, I got it. You don't want people to see what you're doing. But if you come out and say it was a setup issue, okay. Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to know what your spring rates are because, I mean, it's not going to affect me anyway with my Jeep. But
Right.
I can't race a Jeep around Daytona.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a. Yeah, I don't know if the drivers or the teams are saying, hey, we're being aggressive. You look at. I don't remember everybody that popped the tire, but Martin
Everybody.
Truex really has nothing to lose. So let's get aggressive with it. Basically, use the last 10 races as a test session for next year, right? So
Yeah.
you get aggressive with the setups and see what the car can handle. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Greg can probably attest to this because, I mean, he's a dirt racer. You've got different staggers on tires. You get meaning different widths. Your right rear typically is wider and thicker, I believe, than your left rear. Correct?
Stagger's difference in circumference, not width.
Or yeah. But I mean, width is different too, though. I mean, it's
Yeah, we have like dirt cars have wider right rear tires than left rear tires, but I don't honestly know if NASCAR does or.
Yeah, I'm not sure they do. I think they might run different compounds or different,
yeah.
on left and right side tires, but I think the overall size is pretty much the same. Could be
Well,
wrong.
I'm gonna look at it here, but see if I can find something on it. But I mean, there's no sidewall. There's no flex in these things.
Right.
So
And really, I haven't seen a report to say where these tires are failing. Is it the sidewall ripping apart? Is it a cord coming loose? Is it heat? It shouldn't be heat if it's a right rear tire, but
it could be. I mean, you can overdo that right here.
yeah, I mean heat like from brakes and usually
No.
Martinsville, you have those problems on a hot day where the brakes just melt the bead and flatten the tire. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's there's other stuff in this race too that NASCAR just I don't know.
What
They
you
need to
got?
work on their shit, man, because they're just. It's like watching like I'm trying to run the race on iRacing. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole Denny Hamlin. I'm sure you're gonna bring this up, but the Denny Hamlin, William Byron incident.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are free to bring things up. You know that, right?
Well, no, it's good. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
there's a pace we're trying to keep here.
No, and that's fine. I mean, yeah.
So what happened with Hamlin and Byron? Hamlin got close to him, maybe touched him, maybe didn't, but either way, forced him up into the wall. And listening to William Byron after the race, he said the car wasn't, he messed up the steering or something, and he still finished okay, but he wasn't as fast as he was before that. So he was upset. So he says he didn't try to spin Denny Hamlin under caution. He just wanted to bump him, but he hit him pretty damn hard.
He hit him enough to do it.
Yeah.
It could have been a combination of Denny lifting at the same time. I mean, I'm looking at the clip right now. Denny is
Either
already.
way, he spun.
Yeah. I'm looking at the clip right now where Denny's coming off a 2 with William on the outside. Denny is actually. You can see the flame come out when he gets off the throttle. He's actually turning left away from William Byron. And Williams continuing up into the wall. I mean, there's a separation there that I get. You're going almost 180 mile an hour. You probably didn't see it, but they are actually separating before he hits the wall.
Well, yeah, but once you get bumped and you're heading to the wall, I mean, you can't just.
I'm just not seeing any contact.
If the guy's pushing you that close, well, I mean, if he's driving you up, he doesn't have to bump you to put you in the wall.
Oh, that's right.
If I'm underneath you and I just keep driving to the right, eventually you're either gonna hit me or you're gonna hit the wall. Like, there's no, you know what I mean? And he's saying, I think what William is saying, what Byron is saying, you didn't give me enough room
See, me personally, like,
to come off that corner. You know?
yeah, and he did. He actually had a lot of room. He had more than half a car length there. Looking at this clip here, but
Well, when he hit the wall, but you're not supposed to be touching the wall when you come off the corner.
no, but like
You're supposed to be off the wall, you know. So yeah, I
before
got
he
you.
hit the wall, he was. I mean, there's more than half a car length there, or car width, excuse me, not length. I know people will be like, but personally, I'd rather hit the car because both of them with composite bodies are going to fold. And the wall's a no give. I mean,
Yeah,
if I have to
yeah,
choke up and hit you because you're running me up, well, that's your damn fault. So
yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. That's a racing incident.
yeah.
Okay, so Byron's pissed off. He spins him.
Yep.
The ruling is the 11 didn't keep the pace lap speed, so he goes to the back.
Hamlin. Yep.
Yeah, Hamlin. He didn't keep pace lap speed because he got spun and goes to the back. Stupidest rule I've ever heard of.
Yeah, especially
Number
when
one.
you were turned.
Yeah, that's number one. Number two, they don't do anything during the race to Byron. And then after the race, they dock him 25 points.
Well, they said they didn't see it, which blows my mind.
Hey, there you go. And that's what I was trying to get to that point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we were busy doing something else. What the hell are they doing in NASCAR where they can't watch the race like the rest of us?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, unforgivable.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
think of something like that happen in football. Oh, he scored a touchdown. Oh, we weren't watching, so we're gonna replay it. We're gonna redo that play.
Yeah.
Like, what? What? What do you mean? Well, we were trying to take care of the accident. Well,
I mean, I know Denny and his crew actually like called him out. It's like, there's no penalty for this anymore. Like,
yeah.
and I totally
Well,
agree. I mean, caution was out way before. I'm not gonna say
now
way
the
before.
question
But
is, should there be a penalty?
I agree. Yeah.
They should have just gave the 11 his position back, in my opinion. I don't think there should be a penalty
Oh, against Byron.
against Byron. Yeah, I think the 11 should have went back to second place. They should have said, all right, you spun the 11 out. The 11 doesn't go to the back because you spun him out. The 11 goes back to where he was when the
I can
caution
agree
came
with
out.
that.
Yeah, why? I mean, why put him to the back? It's stupid.
The biggest
like-
question I have in that event is if they didn't see it then, how come they can't go back and look? I mean, you're telling me out of all the cameras on the racetrack they didn't get one camera on that?
Well, that's one point that I was going to bring up too, and this really pisses me off. Everybody wants to give Fox versus NBC shit for their coverage, right? 2 incidents in this race, they had to go to crappy camera quality. I don't know if you guys saw it, to see something. And they didn't even show the in-car view of William Byron's car right away until after the race. But they're like, oh yeah, we saw it on this camera, and it was almost like a security cam footage that's worse than Ring cameras on people's houses.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole nother issue. That's the TV issue, but NASCAR, I think once they went back green, their hands are kind of tied at that point.
Well, NASCAR
right?
uses the cameras.
Yeah, if they don't make the correction under that caution, once they go back green, Denny Hamlin's in the back, William Byron's second or third or wherever he restarted. I don't even know, but it's kind of too late now to say, okay, we're gonna fix something. You know, like so what they did to fix it was dock him 25 points, which I think is bullshit anyway. How many points did Joey Logano get docked when he wrecked William Byron on the last lap at Darlington? After William Byron did the same thing to him that Denny Hamlin did.
Well, it was coming to the last lap, which I think is even worse.
Yeah, so
me being a Ford guy,
points did he get docked?
None. But he also didn't take him out of the race, and he didn't take Hamlin out of the race, but it was under caution, which therefore they deemed a safety issue.
Oh, it's not a safety issue to wreck somebody on the track?
He only shoved him. He didn't wreck him. He was able to maintain control. I mean, if you want to go with that argument,
he maintained control into the wall, and he did not finish second. I think he finished like 8th or 9th in that race because he was done.
His
that would have been
was...
on lap. That would have been on lap 10. He wouldn't have finished the race.
It's tough in that situation, though. I mean, you're splitting hairs. I mean, you got people saying like Earnhardt was the greatest driver, and he used to do the same shit. Where Earnhardt would actually just straight up dump your ass. He shoved him up in the wall.
So I'm just saying, if we would have just waited till we went back to green and then William Byron dumped him, we'd have been okay.
I guess it depends on that's the thing. It's tough. I mean, you start looking at stuff like Noah Gragson at Road America, where he dumped somebody under green, caused
Yep.
what, a 6, 7, 8 car pileup. Don't quote me on the numbers, but
You can do it at that point. You just have to make it not look like it's obvious. That's
and
the
there
thing.
you go.
Well, we had this discussion that you're talking about, the road course one, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Right.
still wrecking somebody under green. I mean,
Yeah. So I mean,
that's the only one I could think of at the time.
yeah, no, but that was a good one because a lot of people got in that wreck.
Oh yeah, cost
So
them.
now all of a sudden they're mad. Now, if he would have spun that guy and he spun by himself, probably no penalty.
Probably not. No.
But that's I just don't agree
It's
with that. You know, that's we talked about it then and we disagreed a little bit, I think. But
and that's fine.
I
We can.
just don't agree. We got to be consistent.
You're
There's
still
a rule or there's not a rule.
I'm telling you, man. The more we argue, Christmas dinner is going to be great. One of these years, we're going to have Greg come to be the mediator in between us.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He spun him under caution.
Yeah.
They should have warned him, and then they should have gave the 11 his position back. That's what I think should happen.
I can actually get on board with that. I really can.
You know, he didn't hit anybody else. He spun him down to the infield.
Nobody was close.
Everybody was going 10 miles an hour. Not 10, but probably 70 miles an hour or whatever. You know, like just, it was a non-issue.
What,
Now, next time, we're going to wait till we go back green, then I'm going to put you in the wall.
I mean, Denny even made that.
We'll be okay. And then we'll be okay. You know, like I won't get a penalty.
Yeah.
Like,
I overdrove it on accident. My bad. I mean, and that's where he screwed himself though too. He even said he did it. He's like, yeah, I meant to bump him. I didn't mean to spin him, but I meant to hit him. And that admission.
That's good. Don't lie about it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knew that. He drove from way back, caught up to him, and hit him. Like it's not like he could say, "Oh, it was an accident." You know, my brakes didn't work.
He couldn't lie though. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the onboard, but I mean, he hit the throttle right into him. So
yeah.
You can't lie when you do that.
So once again, whatever the reasoning about what happened, NASCAR totally messed it up, and then deducted 25 points from him after the race. So now he went from like second in points down to out of the chase.
Yeah, he's 8 below the cutoff line.
He's in the bottom 4. Yeah. You know, like that's just so. I don't know, man. I'm a vindictive dude.
And you hate Denny Hamlin.
Yeah. So
there's no bias here at all.
If I didn't make it out of this round because of this race, Denny Hamlin would not win a championship ever. I can guarantee you. I would wait till the last race and I would take him out. Period.
Well, I've heard him say that Denny Hamlin's his own worst enemy when it comes to championships because he's been close, 3 times? 3, 4?
Yeah, I mean, Denny's been crying all year about all these guys. There's one common denominator.
Denny.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not a dirty driver. I don't think he is. And I think he's very good, you know.
There's an admission of talent there for Kevin.
But what he did to the one car at whatever track they were at.
Oh, at Gateway.
Yeah, when he kept slowing down in front of him and holding him up, and there's no penalty there. You know what I mean? Like, we're just not consistent, you know, and that's the worst thing about NASCAR. It's always been a problem with the yellows, and if a guy spins on lap 10 by himself, they're going to throw a caution. If there's 10 to go and he spins by himself, they're not going to throw a caution. Like, it's just do the same thing all the time. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, it's not their MO though.
What's that?
I just said that's not their MO.
No, I think they look at safety. Like, is this a safety issue? Like him doing that at Gateway, there was really no cars around him when they got separated from the pack, so it wasn't a safety issue. It was just they verbally told them to knock it off, but no penalty because it's not affecting anybody else. You're just being a dumbass and screwing your own damn self. It's childish. Absolutely childish.
And then Hamlin tried to spin the 24 car after that.
I mean, quite frankly,
And admitted to it.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Okay, so
That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I
so
agree
what if
with
he
you.
would have? They both would have lost 25 points.
I would assume so.
Yeah,
Because he was
assume that,
unsuccessful, it saved him because he was unsuccessful. I think. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
and he lost points because he had to go to the back. Let's be real. He probably would have won the damn race if he restarted second.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing good.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a big penalty for him that NASCAR wasn't paying attention.
And we can also
blows my mind.
Do either of you think the penalty with Ty Gibbs was enough? Statement from Brad Keselowski earlier during an interview said that he thinks the Ty Gibbs penalty was not enough, and that seems to be consensus with a few other drivers as well.
Let's recap what happened. I don't remember.
Very true. Greg, you remember?
No, I didn't see that one. I didn't know anything happened with
That's right. Okay, so William Byron, $50,000 minus 25 points in the point standings. Ty Gibbs, $75,000 personal penalty, 25 points deduction on pit road. He was in the middle of the track. He says he was in the right lane. He was more towards the middle based on the video. Ty Dillon came out of his pit box, shot right into him as they were passing. I mean, I put that more on the spotter / crew chief than Ty Gibbs. I'm sorry, Ty Dillon. God, they're both Ty here, and I forgot that. Hits Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs retaliates, goes straight left right into him, shoves him nearly into the crew of the 17 car, Chris Buescher. Ty Gibbs, you could see him smoke the tires trying to stop to avoid hitting the crew as they were working on a broken tie rod end.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
Yeah, that's not the same kind of danger that happened with the Denny Hamlin thing.
No, it's not.
They did find him more money.
Yeah,
but I mean, points to him is nothing.
No, because he's only looking for owner points. Championship points are nothing.
Yeah.
I can agree with Brad as saying it's not enough. This isn't the first incident, and I wish I had it right in front of me. I looked at it earlier this morning, and I forgot what it was now. But he's gotten hot-headed and done something like this before. NASCAR finally stepped in and did something. $75,000.
I almost say, if you do that on pit road, and it's not an accident, you purposely, park for the rest of the day.
Yep, I agree.
Park your car. You're done. Because
I mean,
people
honestly,
have died on pit road,
Yeah, if you're doing just BS on pit road, I'd say you're parked for that race and a one race suspension. I mean, that penalty needs to be ridiculous, I think.
That needs to be a bigger penalty than losing a tire.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, the crew guy is watching the video, and unfortunately, you only get the video from straight down pit road looking at them as they're coming away. They're coming towards you. You can't really tell where he lined up with the 17 crew guys. But it must have been close enough to where he felt that he was about to hit him because he smoked those tires trying to stop.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to see if I can find a video to watch.
Thankfully,
I did not see it during the race.
Yeah, and I didn't see it during the race either. I actually only was made aware of it today when the penalty was announced. Again, it was one of those lesser quality cameras that caught it. So that's actually 3 incidents that I know of now. That was on crappy cameras, and you can barely tell.
Yeah, I don't think they can cover the whole track on a 1.5 mile track either. But I absolutely love NBC and USA way more than the camera.
The cameras,
not the announcers.
Honestly,
Dale Jr. and all them high-pitched guys that overreact to everything are just too much, man.
Yeah.
Clint Boyer's the best, by the way, at announcing.
I miss Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer's the best when it comes to just doing almost anything. He
Well,
wasn't the greatest driver.
except, yeah.
He wasn't the greatest driver, but I tell you
He's
what,
alright though. He was
listening
alright.
to his radio though was like the best part.
Yeah, he's just a funny dude, you
He
know,
was
and
great.
yeah, exciting guy to listen to, and you know.
That's one thing I never asked either of you. You guys know I mean, well, yeah. I root for Brad Keselowski. I hope the best for him. He's not had the year he needs, but who do you guys root for? Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. You love Denny Hamlin. Greg, who do you like?
Your mom loves Denny Hamlin.
I mean, my go-to person is Kyle Larson, but it's the only thing that sucks is he's in a Chevy, but it's
Yep.
Kyle Larson. I don't watch anybody else really.
Yeah, so I was a Jeff Gordon fan through and through, since he started, and that's really when I started really watching NASCAR. It was like '92, you know, '93. Um, but now it's more like any of the Hendrick guys. You know, I don't really have a huge favorite.
That explains the biasness.
No, it's not biased.
I'm just giving you shit, dude.
I just want, I don't really care about. I want NASCAR to officiate the race during the race,
Yes.
not after the race. And then, oh well, we weren't paying attention during that. You know, I was eating ice cream.
I mean, you got a white and purple car sitting in the middle of the green grass, and you can't rewind real quick to find out what happened. I mean, every car has a camera in it, and they're just like, "Oh, we didn't see it." Bullshit. You got time, especially under caution, to look at it, and this is before everybody pitted.
Yeah.
So, no, I agree with you on that one. I mean, I'm not a fan of either. I'm a fan more of probably Byron because he is a fellow iRacer like us. He pretty much got his start there. Everybody's got their journey, which I appreciate both their journeys, but it was wrong. I mean, and they should have caught that.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, if it's a one time, no big deal. You know, whatever. I mean, they'll figure it out. They're a professional sport, right? I mean, they've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure they know how to officiate a race.
Longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, me too. By the way.
I'm glad you clarify that.
Yeah, like 1949, this thing kicked off NASCAR, I think.
So I don't know if you missed it. I'm going to go ahead and bring him up. But Robert, our normal, every day comes into our races every Wednesday, didn't make it tonight. Computer problems.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
Robert, dang.
Yeah, he was in the chat. He said that he was trying to get back in and his computer wasn't working. He's like, not looking good. But that's a shame for him. Hopefully it comes back. The winner tonight didn't join us in here, which is unfortunate, but I can't even remember the kid's name, and I feel bad for that. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that track again. I decided to try something different, and you have to have people I think, that are good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll figure out how to put this Twitch emote thing in. I've been making them the whole time.
Is that what you're doing, working on Twitch emotes?
I was trying to make one for my car.
Oh, that's cool as shit. You can make them?
Yeah, I just got to figure out how to get it uploaded.
I gotta do some more of that. I know the three of us, at some point, I'd like to get together with you guys. We gotta start planning some events, even if it's just short one-offs promoting the 5 coming up. Maybe make some longer events. Not a 500 mile at Daytona, but maybe like a 200, something like that,
Yeah. Yep, we just gotta grab the calendar. What about Friday night after Triple Threat? I don't know what Greg. Sometimes Friday night's not good for him.
I am definitely not available this Friday night.
Okay.
Well, no, we got a time to plan. But after a Triple Threat race is definitely possible.
Yeah.
Just don't call me in the morning on Saturday.
Well, it's just Greg can't be there, so on Fridays, most of them, I think. So that's not a good time to do it.
Well, I mean, we can sit
I
down.
mean,
Go ahead.
Fridays for me will be clearing up sort of soon, but the timing is questionable as all because I go to dinner with my dad.
Yeah, no, it's
Friday.
good, man.
And it's fine. I mean, that's why I want to get together with you guys. I want to make sure we do as much as possible together. I mean, we don't live, well, I would say we're going to live in the same state, but Kevin and I do, but you're still 6 hours, 4 hours away? I can't remember. Like about 3 or 4 hours away. And Greg, you're up there up north, and we don't actually do things together. That's why I want to keep us together as much as possible. I mean, Jamie's only 45 minutes from here, from where I live, and he's up in the mountains and can't get internet.
You
So,
should run an Ethernet cable to his house.
yeah, you got the money to cover that cable?
Nah, man.
That's.
Just,
I think
just,
I need like 32
just
miles of cable.
yes, you're good.
I'm
Just,
pretty sure the drop off on the
Amazon.
Yeah,
Get that stuff cheap.
yeah. Things are definitely looking good on his house, so I'm proud. I'm happy for him and his wife. I mean,
I don't know. Did you see that picture of the dryer and washing machine?
he's like, if it don't fit, just shove it in.
He just ripped the wall out, half
Yeah.
the wall, and he said he's
Hey, man.
redoing all that anyway. So
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
word, I'm down.
It's funny as shit. Now, see, now I gotta take this photo. I'm gonna have to call him and be like, hey, can I put this photo on the?
Yeah,
on the
you gotta add it because
like he just shoved
words don't describe.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
have
let's
to.
be real, he just stuck it there temporarily. He's redoing the entire house, so
Oh my god! I mean, he's
that
done
wall was
so
coming out
much.
anyway. So yeah,
I mean, I know you guys haven't seen it, or I don't know if he sent pictures of the before and after, but he's moved in July. We're in what, September now? End of September? He's been working almost day and night since he's moved here on that house.
yeah.
And
God bless him, man.
I feel for him. I mean, he moved here to Virginia from California on the word of a realtor, and the house was just destroyed. So I feel for him. I wish I could get out there and help him more. I mean, he just moved it's like an hour for me to get out there.
Yeah.
I'll get back out there shortly. Jamie, we miss you, dude. Hopefully he still listens to these. Then Caleb, we need to get him in here again sometime.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Caleb in a while.
No, we haven't.
Because even during the races on Friday nights, he's in a different chat. So,
Yeah.
even then we don't get that kind of talking to him. But I mean, it's all good.
Well, I mean, ever since they closed it down to where you pretty much had to like run your own, they got rid of their chat channels on their Discord, which kind of sucks. I mean, it just sucks not having somebody to bounce ideas off of. What do you think about pitting here? What do you think about pitting there? What do you, 2 tires, no tires? So I mean, you and I, given that we're in different classes, are in completely different cycles.
Right. Yeah.
You missed this week, didn't you?
No, man.
Were you
I
at
was
Phoenix?
there. Remember, I got wrecked on, with like 15 minutes to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were actually leading.
Yeah. So I watched the broadcast after, and they were like, "Oh, Kevin's gonna win the whole thing," because I guess the trucks we were
Yeah.
faster than everybody. So they were saying I was gonna win the whole thing, and then yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
I
kind
got
of.
a little impatient trying to pass some lapped cars, and took them 3 wide on the outside and got tagged and spun around and ended up finishing third. So not too bad after spinning, with
No.
like 12 minutes to go or whatever it was. So not too bad.
See, if we do it again another season, we need to get Greg in there.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Greg's good, man.
Oh, Greg is good. He finished ahead of me. Oh no, did you? Oh, he was running better than me tonight.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
The part
Was
I
it?
watched looked like you tried to like just push him out of the way, but I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
I was close. I was running. I was trying to run the high line,
You were
dive
doing
under.
the same thing Danny Hamlin did to 24.
Yep, find me. Come at me, bro. Come at me.
Yeah. You ran me over, but it's okay. I'll let it go.
Yeah, I like those slide jobs you tried there. I saw you coming,
Yeah.
so I straight up just held the brake and let you go, and then drove under you. It was great. I love that. That's why I love that track, and that's why I picked it, because I was like, that track, Thompson Speedway, is a lot of fun. I've thought through the
Yeah.
years of driving it. Not so much with the what you call it, it's Legends. Not a big fan of them there, but street stocks and above, I love it. Figured try
Yeah.
something different. I think we had like what 20 people show up tonight, roughly. Greg.
That's good. That's what you want.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, but we only had 5 at the end. People were saying screw it. I mean, we had a lot. In their defense, we had a lot of rookies. My overlay was showing quite a few of them, and
Yeah.
they just said screw it. I mean,
I thought you had a lot of balls to say I'm going to Joey Logano you, and then you passed him.
I was trying to make him scared, man. It's called head games.
Yeah.
I knew he was listening to the stream too. I was like, wait a minute. I'm sitting there talking. I was like, all right, I'm going to enter this corner high, see if I can pitch it low. And I was like, wait a minute, he's listening.
It's a little delay on the stream. So,
Greg, you cheating bastard.
hey, so what do y'all think about this hurricane? You guys been through hurricanes before? You know, are they you like to fly kites or what?
I go parasailing.
Also tonight is Jupiter. You're supposed to go out there with a telescope or binoculars and look at Jupiter, and you're supposed to be able to see like the rings on the planet.
It
tonight.
is the closest it'll be for the next 59 years.
All right.
As far as I understand. I follow a lot of astronomy pages, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. It's cloudy here, so I can't.
I haven't been
On
outside.
the way home, I was looking and I was like, I can't see nothing. I would definitely go out tonight and look at it.
I'll go look. I need a better camera.
I'll look now that y'all said something. I didn't realize it was going
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you've never looked at Jupiter before with binoculars, anytime you see Jupiter, usually it just looks like a star.
Yeah.
Even if you look at it through binoculars, it's just a white star. But you can see how you know it's Jupiter is all the moons around it. You can see like 5 or 6 of them just with binoculars. It's
yeah,
pretty cool.
it's got like a 59-year, I think, cycle. This is the closest it'll be in our lifetime. So from here on out, it's gonna start moving back out again, and then probably before it starts to move back in, I'll be dead. And
Nah, we're gonna live forever, man.
yeah.
They got vaccines for that.
You know what though? I love astronomy. Go ahead and just dig me up and just make me look.
Yeah, those vaccines turn you into a zombie. You'll never actually die.
There you go.
Oh my God.
That's what we want.
Dude, I've had so many vaccines. Oh, I mean, Kevin, you know, being in the Army.
Yeah.
So many vaccines, COVID.
We don't even know what we got anymore. Yeah.
Dude, we're so screwed. We've been
Hey, have you watched Peaky Blinders yet?
What is it?
Oh my God.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you told me about this.
Blinders. Peaky Blinders. You need to watch this show. You have got to watch it.
Yeah, we told you about this like a month ago, I think.
Yeah, but I can't remember what happened today.
It's a man show. It's all about. Yeah.
Oh,
it's great.
okay. It's one with Cillian Murphy. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one.
All right.
Yeah.
Watch that thing. Just watch the first couple episodes.
I just noticed this. You did not have the Brad Keselowski jacket in the background, right? Before?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
That used to be my uniform, which is now behind me, over here.
I gathered.
And then I had the CVMA vest right there, but because of our current conversations that we've been having, and another conversation that I need to have with you guys off this, I took the CVMA jacket down. So
Gotcha.
we are still, as of right now, supporting Combat Vets Motorcycle Association, but coming up we are switching to another, I mean, I might as well say it at this point, 1111 Veterans Project, helping veterans in need, and this will actually be specific to certain veterans that actually need help. So, kind of waiting to switch until we have Ian on this recording, which I believe is next week.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
So, unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to take the CVMA logos off the car. I had a conversation with our commander and another representative in our chapter here. They've been supportive. The CVMA is more than willing to procure the money from us, like anything that we're drawing in to help veterans. They're more than happy to do that, but there's no support. And I mean, I even told people, I was like, look, all it takes is just like my channel, subscribe. You don't even have to watch it. You can turn off the little bell button, but I couldn't even get people to do that. So, good group of people. I think they're just a little out of touch with the younger. I'm the youngest guy. I'm almost 30. I don't know how old I am now. Hold on. I'll be 39 this year.
I think that's
use your toes to count.
Yeah. I forgot how old I was. Shit. No, but
I think that's one of the toughest things these days is like racing in general, and it's a little bit different, I guess, but in general, racing is, an older crowd that really doesn't, like, my dad doesn't know how to get on Twitch or any of that. I might get him on here someday. I've got him to like all the other stuff, but he's like, I don't have a Twitch. But,
yeah. Well, that's the thing.
you
Like,
know,
I've had one in the last couple weeks that's jumped on. He's a good guy. Guy's name is Jenks. You've probably seen him in the chat here and there.
Yeah.
He's liked, followed, and subscribed and everything, but we're not getting anything else from him. And like I said, I told him, I was like, look, it doesn't cost you anything. Just go to YouTube, subscribe, turn off the bell if you don't really want to watch my shit, but it helps.
You literally have to turn it on now. It's not on by default.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot
see?
of these guys just don't get on YouTube either,
Yeah,
They're
and
like, hey, what is this snap face? How do I get on
Yeah, I mean, and I don't fault them
chat.
for it. I mean, I understand that there's a big disconnect there, but I mean, me being the youngest guy by almost a decade, and I think the guy closest to me in age is the only one that's almost like a decade older than me. The rest of them are, I'm telling you, like Vietnam era.
Yeah.
And I don't fault them. It's just I need the younger generation to start coming in. And hopefully at some point I'll have that when more younger people start riding motorcycles and get their asses out of these electric Priuses.
Yeah, maybe. And motorcycles are the younger generation is not
Harleys.
into it like we were, So I don't know.
Well, it's funny because
Motorcycle wise, I mean,
a lot of the younger people that I've seen on motorcycles are coming up in like the BMWs and the crotch rockets and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a young man's game.
And it is.
It's like driving a Honda Civic for a little while, Eventually you become a man and get a real car.
Exactly. I mean, I liked your bike. You got rid of it, didn't you?
I did, yes, sir.
Oh, such a shame.
Yeah, it's just, it was sitting in the garage. It was paid off, so I got rid of it and bought that 82 Corvette.
I'm not going to lie, I've debated it. What did you end up getting anyway after your accident?
Oh, so we had a Cadillac XTS, which is like the Impala version, and I had my Corvette. Totaled that, and she wanted an SUV, so we got a Cadillac XT5, which is like a Blazer, like a Chevy Blazer size SUV, a little bit bigger than an Equinox. A used one. I don't want to spend 60 grand to get a new one, so.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah. But
Allison wants to get a Cadillac too.
Yeah, oh, they're nice. So I've never had Cadillacs. Now I've had two. They were both used. I didn't buy new ones. But I'm on the search right now for something. I don't know what.
A Ford.
So,
a Ford.
Really want to be. I wanted to get out of the garage.
Greg, back me up here. A Ford.
No.
I just think he's just a lost cause at this point.
Definitely not. Definitely not a Ford.
He says he wants to get out of the garage because it's only going to be at the shop more often.
Well, I mean, Fords don't leave the garage, so we don't want one of those. But no, I don't know. I'm looking at some Pontiacs and something. I don't know. Maybe like a.
It reminds me of a.
I really like Camaros, man. So I don't know. We'll see.
You should find a G8.
Yeah, I've been looking at those. I found a couple of them that I really like. I'm also thinking of going back to like a 95, 96 Impala SS, the old Caprice bodies. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at a lot of stuff, but I found a few G8s that I really like. The GXPs are really nice. The GTs aren't too bad, and then if I get one of those, I could probably get a decent one for 11, 12,000 and dump a little money into the engine and kind of have fun with it. So we'll see.
Make sure you know what you're doing. I've seen people say, "I'm going to
Yeah,
dump it in the engine and dump the engine."
LS
yeah.
swap. LS.
Yeah. No, Coyote.
Not if it's a Pontiac. You could put an LS in it easily.
Yeah, upgrade and do the whole drivetrain.
Yeah, I mean the G8 GXP is like 415 horsepower. That's decent for a little
It's
sedan
not bad, yeah.
from like a '08 sedan, or whatever they were, '05 or something like that. They only made them for 2 years, so and then Pontiac left the playing field. So
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
gone for a while now, haven't
You just
yeah,
about said it correctly. Pontiac left the chat.
yeah.
they? Yeah.
And then there's GTOs. I like the newer ones, the 04, 05, '06 GTOs. I mean, I like the old ones too, but um, that's a six liter, 400 horsepower. They're pretty nice too. So I had two of those in the past. I don't know, man. I'm all over the map trying to figure out what I want. So when the right one shows up for the right price and is decent enough, I'll probably jump on it. But we'll wait a little while, see what happens. Because I can't drive this four-door Cadillac every day. It's killing me.
Oh,
In terms of,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in terms of real life horsepower, I was supposed to race Friday this week, and then Saturday if we don't have hurricanes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that
Well, I
should be
hope
up
that
by
works
us.
out for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
That
I think
should.
it's
That hurricane should be up by us by this weekend.
yeah, that's the problem. It's supposed to come through on Saturday, so like Friday we're probably good to race, but we race Friday and Saturday at Georgetown. So if anybody
Yeah.
listening has flow racing, we're on flow racing both nights.
Nice. Actually, I'm going to take a look at that now that we're talking about the hurricane and see where it's at. I know last I looked, it has made landfall.
Yeah, it's still like it's hovering over like Disney World or something.
Is it? Oh, there goes that. No, let's not get into politics. I almost went to politics. We're gonna keep that out of the channel.
Yeah.
But it's such a shame things have turned the way they are.
Yeah, man. I bought some ribs this week, and I had got a Traeger grill about a week and a half ago, and I'm ready to smoke some ribs. About 6 hours of cooking, and I was gonna do it Saturday, but old Hurricane Ian decided he didn't want me outside grilling, so I might have to wait till next week.
You gotta smoke some steaks with that thing.
Yeah, we'll get there.
See,
It takes
You
like
know.
45 minutes, and then you just gotta sear them.
Yeah, yeah.
Allison bought me a smoker for I think Father's Day this year, and I guess I better learn how to do it. I'd like to smoke a brisket, but God, that shit's expensive.
Well, it's not really a smoker. It's kind of a smoker grill. It's really a grill that uses wood chips.
It's
So
it's a pellet smoker.
yeah,
It isn't a very good grill. It's better for a smoker, but it's not as customizable as a off. Like if you're gonna get a smoker, you want to get an offset smoker. Otherwise, you might as well get a Traeger. Other
yeah. I
than the
mean,
price.
the Traeger is real good for long, slow, low heat cooks. If you're cooking burgers and hot dogs, you need that high heat. Just use a gas grill or something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like my
Won't be any
Traeger, the
different.
most it'll go to is like 500,
Right. Yeah. Which I
and
mean,
that
that's pretty high heat, but to keep it there, and you're just
yeah, say
it's
goodbye to your
it's
pellets.
yeah, and it's tough to keep the temperature that high. So you're gonna
Yeah,
these ribs I'm gonna cook at like 180 for 2 hours, and then or 3 hours. And then it's gonna be like I forget what it is, like 260 or something like that for another 3 hours.
does your Traeger have the super smoke feature? I don't know if that's standard or not.
Yeah, but no, I don't have mine just has smoke. No, it's not standard. So it depends kind of which model you get. I have the
Yeah,
Pro 35, which is the same as the Pro 22. It's just longer, so you can put more on the. It has more cooking surface. It's the one with like the gold colored door, but And then there's some that have the Wi-Fi, so you can from your phone, it'll tell you when it reached temperature, or you can
Yeah,
tell it to,
that's what I have.
you can raise the temperature or lower it. Yeah, I don't have that.
See, I thought that was nuts because Jamie was talking about that with his oven the other day. How his oven has Wi-Fi. I was like,
Oh yeah,
really?
that's cool. That's good
Dude,
stuff.
I would never
Or
have bought
Bluetooth.
this thing if it wasn't for just being annoyed with the stimulus checks and like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna buy something dumb with it.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do.
I'm gonna be irresponsible as fuck right now.
No, it's not irresponsible. That's why we got the stimulus check. The government said, "Here, take this check. Go buy something. Stimulate the economy."
That
So you
girl
did
was
good.
like
Good job.
$1,800 or something stupid.
It's
Oh no, mine's only like 700 new, and I bought it used. So.
it's not as bad as some people. They said that like when the first stimulus check came out, especially since it was with the like right when COVID hit and everything, everybody was locked down. People were actually like buying subscriptions to certain sites. I was like, really?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Those kind of sites.
Oh, Netflix. Gotcha.
Yeah. Netflix and the chill part of it. I was like, wow. National emergency relief goes out to buy porn. Yes.
You know, weird topic, but when we were in the Dominican Republic, when we went down there, there's 2 free porn channels on their TV, just free. You know what you would normally have on a TV in a regular old hotel is like pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Nah, this is just, you just flip through the channel and you better be aware because it's there.
I feel like we just
Kids
came
love that shit.
I know,
When
I was going to say.
When I was like 10, I would have, man.
Yeah,
I was
well,
tired of watching the squiggly lines or whatever it was.
what was it
there
we
was no
had?
squiggly lines.
I think it was like Girls Gone Wild back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night when I was like in my young 20s. I was like, yeah, baby. Hey, I think we just came out with a thumbnail for this one.
Oh, God.
New Mission Motorsports. Free porn.
Oh, no.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, that's probably not the.
That's
It might
probably
be-
not
might
in
be
our
good
mission
clickbait.
statement.
I was going to say
Our mission
clickbait.
Yeah. And then your face shows up on there. Yeah,
Hey,
nah,
it'd be a good clickbait title though, because you got to listen to the whole thing to hear it.
You can
Yeah.
And I can just totally hear people unsubscribing as we're talking about this.
NASCAR and porn.
Blown tires and blown... Oh, never mind.
Ah.
See, this is what...
Anybody?
We need to have more conversations like this.
Yeah. Anybody follow baseball at all?
A little bit. I enjoy the highlights.
I don't really follow it much anymore, but did see that Albert Pujols finally hit 700.
Did he?
Yeah, he hit 699 and 700 in the same game.
Nice.
And isn't Aaron Judge getting close to some the home runners?
He's about to hit 62, which is
Yeah,
the.
I think he's 2 or 3 short. I don't remember it right off
I
the top of my
think
head.
that's the American League record, though.
Well, that's like the Babe Ruth record, and it's the
Yeah.
non-steroid record.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
because then you got like who is it? Sammy Sosa and
Barry Bonds and Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire. Yeah, they hit like 9,000 or whatever it was that one.
Yeah, I don't remember what. I think Barry Bonds was at like 73. Was the or no?
Yeah.
I think Aaron is the one that has the record. That was. I don't know what that was actually.
Did I just accidentally get out? Okay, my bad. I thought I clicked out. Sorry. I was actually looking at the schedule there. I forgot. Here in a couple weeks, my father-in-law and I are going to the Charlotte Roval. So I wanted to see what I might end up missing. Monday night on the 10th, I might miss, Greg.
Sorry, which one did you say?
Monday night on the 10th on that iRacing Warriors League, I might miss that.
Okay,
Father-in-law's going to be here.
gotcha.
Sorry, I didn't mean to screw up there. I accidentally thought I clicked off the thing. You guys can go back to your conversation. I screwed up.
I'm just trying to look up who has the most home runs in a season.
Me too. Holy crap!
It's
there's
not.
like-
It's definitely not Hank Aaron. I don't know what I was thinking of.
I think it's Babe Ruth.
Right now, Barry Bonds has 73, so I was right on that.
Oh no, I mean I think I think it's Babe Ruth.
Most single season home runs in the American League, Aaron Judge is tied with Roger Maris right now. He's beat Babe Ruth for single season home runs and single season home runs in the American League. Babe Ruth had 60.
So what's the 62 number?
62 puts him at number one by himself all time in the American League. And then all the other records were National League. So he needs to get 74 to beat the all-time record, which I don't think is possible.
No, he's not going to get that.
But he could theoretically get to like the top 5. He's only got to get 64.
Well, if he gets a 64, though, now you're talking about the asterisk, right?
Yeah, 64 beats one of Sammy Sosa's and ties him with Sammy Sosa.
2001.
Yeah, so I think that would I think that's a huge. I mean, it's already a huge accomplishment, but you know, those other guys that hit in the 70s, you know, are have that asterisk, right? So
well, literally the top 6 is Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Judge is 7th. So even as of right now, he's tied for most with no steroid controversy at the moment.
Tied for 8th with Babe Ruth.
7th with Roger Maris right now.
Oh, okay.
He has 61.
Okay, so this one I'm looking at then is not updated. Stupid Google.
Probably a game behind.
Stupid Google. Make me look like a jackass.
I don't know how many games are left though, because they're almost in.
Oh, Babe Ruth had 60. Okay.
At least it's not Bing. It'd be like, how many
60.
touchdowns did Babe Ruth have in a hockey tournament? Yay, Bing. All right.
I'm sure Babe Ruth was cheating too, though, back then.
Yes.
Guys probably weren't throwing 110 miles an hour pitches and stuff either. That's the other thing.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, we got all.
Yeah, but everybody wasn't hitting like Babe Ruth was.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude called the shots.
If you look at the records, you know, it's like 1920s. Anything in the 1920s is Babe Ruth. You know.
All right, so now there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left for Judge to play after today. So today may not be in that thing yet. He might have gotten. They played yesterday and they played today. He might have got 61 yesterday. So I mean, technically, there's 8 games left. He could get up to 70. That would be reasonable.
Nah, I don't think so. There's 162 games a year, and he's at 61.
I'm not saying it's
100. Yeah, I guess
not plausible. But I mean, it's not likely, but it's plausible.
If he gets close, and he's in a game in the last game or something, and you know he needs like 2 home runs, and the game's out of hand, or it doesn't matter, then I could see somebody kind of laying some pitches down for him.
Well, that was what I was going to get into with Pujols. Is they've been debating on whether people have been really pitching him as hard as they could, seeing as he's literally got 8 games left in his career, and you know was 1 home run away or 2 home runs away from being one of 4 people at this point with 700 home runs.
Boy, that'd be some controversy, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
people arguing that one all day.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Reggie White got the sack. Was it Reggie White? Yeah, I think it was. He got the sack record one year against Brett Favre. I don't think he was with Green Bay anymore, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was like the end of the game, last play of the game. They hike the ball. Brett Favre runs to Reggie White's side and just kind of slides. And Reggie White taps him, and that's the record sack, you know.
There you go.
So it happens.
It does. I mean, to me that's sportsmanship.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose a game, but at the same time helping out a buddy like that, and I mean that's one of those things that's nice to see once in a while. Instead of dumping somebody on the front stretch under caution.
Oh, there you go.
Some people deserve it.
Yeah. I had to.
Most of the time, their number's 11 or 12, but yeah.
All right, so 61 was tonight. So
You get it?
Judge has like 7 games left to hit more home runs.
Yeah, so I'd say
realistically,
if he hits
63.
one, I'd say if he hits one more, he's the best home run hitter ever.
Yeah.
All those other guys was that whole steroid era, you know. So
But see, the problem is like all those other guys were the best ones at the time, and then years later they got caught with steroids. So at what point is it?
oh no, I don't think it was too. Everybody knew during those years that they were doing
might have.
steroids, but they didn't really like. There was no evidence until what's his name,
Sosa?
Jose Canseco
Canseco,
started telling everybody.
Yeah,
You know?
the rat.
Damn rats.
I'll tell you right now,
But
you
either
just see
way, I
Barry
mean-
Bonds hit a ball. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He just made it seem effortless. It was ridiculous.
Well, and then these are guys that were, you know, kind of small dudes at the beginning of their career, and then they were like these monsters at the end of their career, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean,
do
it is what it is.
we have any relevant last minute topics for today?
No, I don't.
No, we kind of got off in the La La Land.
No,
it's
actually,
good.
we need to have conversation. I like the fact that we do talk a lot about NASCAR and iRacing and motorsports and stuff like that. But I mean, the way we originally had this podcast is we did the 50-50. We did racing in the beginning, and then we talked about just bullshit later. And it was half the time it was comical and funny. We talked about how shitty California is. We talked about shit. We talked about gumbo one day, but you'd probably have to go back and watch that. You guys weren't here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I missed a day, and they talked about me. So you know, it all worked out.
Yeah, we even made a little animation with them. I guess I'll have to bring it back for this one. But anyway, you guys got anything else?
No, sir.
Nah, I'm good at this point.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, follow here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Especially on YouTube. We need you guys to support us there. Don't forget not to. Jesus, that's not what I meant. Don't forget, send your greatest clips, pictures, and everything from iRacing Real Life to newmissionmotorsports@gmail.com. Have them featured here on our podcast for our Thursday morning release. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you guys for watching this on YouTube. You guys have a great night. Thanks, Kevin and Greg, and we will see you all later.